welcome to another week at the Academy. It's Monday morning and we're starting this week with our 3-day intensive training course. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be flat out training this week. Our 3 days basically are basic, expert and coatings back to back, so we combine all three. It's my favourite way of training because we have more time over the 3 days to spend more time on the subject, so we can go into depth. I can give a lot more knowledge across and it's a bit more relaxed. We're not rushing to try and get stuff done within the day. So that's the next 3 days. We have the Porsche that we're carrying on with. The Porsche that you should have seen is obviously come in. That one we should be able to get on with Thursday onwards. We have the Polo, that's the training car. Is that training car? I can't even talk, it's too early in the morning. I'm not functioning yet. So the training car that we're working on is Polo GT. That's a very good friend of mine. That needs a bit more work because it's being sold. So once we finish training, the few areas and bits that we didn't get round to in training or didn't finish, we will complete ourselves. We have a wheel that needs refurbing, so there'll be a little bit on that. As I said, the Porsche will be cracking on with. I'm sure there's going to be some little odds and ends coming up. We have a Bentley coming in for leather repair. Don't know when that is. It's in the paint shop at the moment, having a little scuff sorted out on the bumper, and then it'll be in with us. It's a classic Bentley, so it's a very, very nice car. We've worked on it before, but this time they just want to bring the leather up to as good as it can. So yeah, that's coming up, and I'm sure there'll be much, much more. I need to crack on and get the stuff ready for training, basically, because even though up here is all set, the workshop isn't. I'll show you. The RX-7 is already awaiting to be dumped outside. Whether it's rain, shine, whatever, she's got to go out today. Well, for the next 3 days actually, so please, please, please pray for dry weather. And the Porsche is in the corner, just popping the cover on that now. And I just need to set up stuff for interior training over here. And that's it. So, yeah, pretty much ready to go on that. So yeah, it's the start of a week. So I'm going to get on and sort that out. Just doing a quick link to get ready for this week. And yeah, I will see you in a bit. It's now Thursday. Yeah, so it's not the beginning of the week, but it's the beginning of the working week for us, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had our 3-day intensive training course. We didn't get much footage for you for that because we had a couple of videos where we talked quite a bit about training, so we didn't want to bore you with it again. So we'll give you a rest before we do more filming on training. Really busy. We have the Porsche in the corner, which unfortunately we can't even get close to at the moment. As you notice, we have this big red, crimson, brown, whatever you want to call it, Bentley. That's in for leather repair, so I need to get on with this. I will show you the leather. There you can see the usual wear on the bolsters, both of them. It's going to be a hard task because you have contrasting piping, so it will need to be masked either way. Whichever way we're painting, whether we do the cream first or that first, I'm undecided. Probably might be better to do the cream first and then mask to do the burgundy after. But yeah, I won't know until I start, and I need to give these a good clean before I get going. The Polo that we used for training for the last 3 days is a good friend of mine. So we're actually completing this because this is going up for sale. So all the bits that we didn't cover in training or they didn't get a chance to get onto, we're just going around and doing all those bits to bring it up so that it's basically completely finished. Also sent a wheel. Well, haven't sent a wheel because it's still sat there because we're waiting for the other wheels to come back from refurb. So we've put a skinny on it just to keep it rolling. That's had the interior done. Obviously the workshop's missing the RX-7 because that's outside in 100-mile-an-hour winds and rain, so that's fantastic. So yeah, Laura's just finishing that, and I'm going to get on with this leather repair. The Porsche is going to sit here, still asking to be started. Well, it's not started because we've deconned it, as you've seen in the last video. We just need to clay it and then get on with that, but we do need a bit of space in the workshop before we can do that. So anyway, I'm going to crack on, probably set up a time lapse, and I'll see you guys in a bit. that's the first job ticked off. So the Bentley's left us, as you can see. Porsche's back out, RX-7 is in the corner, Polo is here. So that's one job ticked off. As you can see from the before and after, that was quite a good transformation. The contrasting, we literally have a storm here today, so I apologise for the rattling, but we're literally just barricaded in, hoping that everything doesn't collapse in on us. But yeah, so the Bentley, the contrast piping got touched up as well. So yeah, it looked great. So now we're going to move on to the Porsche. Going to get the interior clean, get that stripped down. Laura's going to clay it and hopefully start polishing. So yeah, we're going to crack on with that. I'll set up a time lapse and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, the work's going pretty fast on the Porsche. It's all been clayed. We have stripped the interior out. The seats are out, ready for repair. They're over there. As you can see, they have a hole here which is going to need some backing cloth before we start the repair and some filler. They need a good hoover and cleaning, but the rest of the car has all been hoovered through, as you can see. And Laura is currently shampooing all the carpets, using a bit of multi-star in the Poozy, as you've seen on previous cars. Once that's done, we're going to clean all the leather through, then we can look at repairing the steering wheel, etc., do the plastics. The wheels, these wheels have come back from repair. I've just picked them up, so they're a little bit dusty. They need to be wiped over and then we give them back to the customer. So it's all going here today, so I'm going to get cracking on the leather. I'm sure there's going to be another time lapse. See you in a bit. Quick update on the Porsche. The front leather seats have been repaired. They're down here just for now while the paint cures off fully. The hole has been all solved on the front. The side bit was vinyl, so it made the repair more tricky. It's completely worn through, the stitching's gone, but it's definitely improved. The hole on the back of the passenger seat, I slowly move it up, has been solved. And I have the gear gator stripped out of the car, ready to go next. That's got its usual wear. Excuse the bong, that's just Laura turning up for work. She is. Morning. The carpets have all been hoovered and shampooed, so we are just going to crack on with the next stage, which is probably plastics and sorting this gear gator. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, we are winning on the interior now. So all of the leather repair and plastics are done. I've done the steering wheel and the gear gator, which I'll show you in a second. It's pretty much ready for the seats to be bolted in now. Just like a final hoover. I've done the dash, I've done the plastics, I've done all the center console. Laura's cleaned the leather and stuff in the back. Well, they're not leather, they're plastic seats, but we still go through the motions. She's cleaned all of them. It just needs a final hoover and I can bolt the seats in. The steering wheel is all repaired now, looking lovely. Lovely factory feel. We've repaired the horn button and put the horn sign back onto it. Not an easy job, but it just finishes the overall wheel. It just looks so much better. The gear, gator and knob has been repaired, so that now again has no more wear on it and it looks lovely and factory fresh. As I said, I've done the dash, I've done the door cards. So yeah, we're pretty much there now. Just need to do the glass. Yeah, and bolt the seats back in, and then the interior will be pretty much finished. There's a tonneau cover which was in the back, is not there now. You may have seen it earlier on in the video, well, not this video but a previous video, and that has it's faded a little bit, but it's really dirty, so we're going to give it a clean up and see how that looks. Trying to think if there's anything else. The universal rubber mats that was in the front and the plastic, really horrible, nasty, clear 80s plastic boot mat. They'll need a clean, then they can go back in. But yeah, we're pretty much there. Yeah, it'd be nice to get this back together, get the doors closed, and then we can tackle the outside, which, I mean, I don't think the camera does it justice. It's really, really swirly. It's not, the customer doesn't want it perfect, so it's not going to be perfect. So I don't know the solution on that yet. We'll have to have a look and see what we can come up with, try some different pads and polish combinations and find the best solution with a single stage, because that's all the customer is wanting, is a quick single stage over it. So we need to find the best solution, see if we can get some good cut with some good gloss and see what it looks like. But yeah, right, I'm going to get these seats bolted in, hopefully finish off a few little things on the inside. So yeah, I'll catch you up back in a second. Right, so the seats are back in. They were a little bit tricky, to be honest. It's always easier to take stuff out than it is put back in, but they're in, and here we go. There they are. You can see the interior is looking much fresher now. It's such a lovely place to be, with no wear. So that's it for this episode, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button so you keep up to date with any video that we release. I'm off on my travels tomorrow, coming up in the next episode, so I'll catch up with you then. We'll also be finishing the Porsche and anything else that we have. See you guys in the next episode.